Justin Trudeau's carbon price push. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is in Vancouver. It's not just for the snowboarding, not just for the skiing. He's there for a series of meetings and events, all related to climate change. He wants to make sure that Canada has a floor price on carbon. He wants to make sure that Canada is a green tech leader as we move to a low carbon economy. He opened up the Green Tech Conference by talking about how there's no, divide between wanting solar or windmills and having pipelines.
The choice between pipelines and wind turbines is a false one. We need both to reach our goal.
In fact, Trudeau went on to say we need to use the oil energy revenue to pay for clean tech. This is a man on a mission, and it doesn't matter what the evidence says, he's going to keep pushing on his mission. It has been a week now since a major new study on global warming came out. The Prime Minister still hasn't been asked about it. He has been asked about his snowboarding capabilities. He has been asked what his wife will wear to the White House dinner next week, but he hasn't been asked about a study that Canadian taxpayers had a hand in, one that has some of the preeminent scientists in the push for the global warming climate change agenda signing off on it, a study that says, the UN's right, there was a hiatus. I've told you about this study. It's the reason that we launched climatepause.com, a petition calling for the government to hold off on any more of these multi-billion-dollar schemes to rein in climate change until we know what's really going on. Back in 2013, the United Nations said that there was a pause in climate change. Now, this isn't me. This is the UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Let me read to you again from what their report said. Page 37 of their 2013 technical briefing. Despite the robust multi-decadal warming, there exists substantial interannual to decadal variability in the rate of warming, with several periods exhibiting weaker trends, including the warming hiatus since 1998. The rate of warming over the past 15 years, 1998 to 2012, 0.05, in a range of minus 0.5 or 0.05 to plus 0.15 Celsius per decade. It's smaller than the trend since 1951. So this is the United Nations saying, we've got a pause in global warming. There's a hiatus. It may have cooled down. It may have warmed up. Well, that statement by the UN didn't stop politicians calling for us to change our lifestyle, to change our economy, to spend billions more in tax dollars on their pet projects. But it did spark debate among scientists. Some agreed with the UN and some said, no, this is folly. We can't say it. And now a new study has come out. It includes Michael Mann, the inventor of the hockey stick graph, a preeminent scientist in global warming, someone who is still teaching in a climate change environment at Penn State University, and also a man named John Fife from the Canadian Centre for Climate Modelling and Analysis. And their study said, results support previous findings of a reduced rate of surface warming over the 2001 to 2014 period. We're being told we need to go to a low carbon or zero carbon economy, if you listen to Gerald Butts, because the world is just warming at an unsustainable pace. We need to do something now to reduce carbon emissions. We need to reduce carbon dioxide and methane. We need to get off of oil. Except the climate models that was all based on aren't proving to be true. They haven't been true since 1998, and yet we're still being told we need to redo everything. Almost 20 years of no warming, and we're still being told by Justin Trudeau as he opens this clean tech conference that we need to get off of oil. Isn't it time that instead we took a pause from the religion of global warming and looked at the actual science? What I'm presenting to you is the science. These are people we were told to believe when they said it was warming. Now they're saying it's not. Shouldn't we be listening to them? Shouldn't we be considering the evidence? Instead, it's being ignored not only by the Prime Minister, but by the media that want to ask him about his wife's dress and his snowboarding abilities. Shame on them all. Go to climatepause.com and sign the petition, then share this information with people that need to know. Post it on Facebook, post it on Twitter, email it to friends and family. Make sure the whole country knows the truth.